Please be seated. Good morning. My name is Dr. Jeannie Warden, President of North Central Technical College. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the college and our faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our May 2022 graduation. To our graduates, congratulations, you did it. I am so happy we are able to come together today in celebration of your accomplishments. We are all so very proud of you. Some of your greatest advocates are the members of our NTC Board of Trustees. Board members represent NTC's entire geographic area, ensuring the entire district has input. These individuals of distinction serve in a variety of roles within their organizations and represent various industries, including agriculture, business, education, healthcare, manufacturing, public safety, and woods. Board members give of their time and talents by volunteering countless hours to provide guidance and help set the direction of the college, supporting our staff and learners. I would like each of the board members present this morning to stand and be recognized. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Troy Brown, Sherry Bunton, Lee Lowe, Paul Prue, Heather Renzelman. I would also like to extend our appreciation to board members unable to be with us today: Mike Andreas, Tom Felch, Keith Langenhahn, and Charlie Paulson. Please join me in thanking our Board of Trustees. I would like to take a moment to recognize one of our outgoing board members, Lee Lowe. Lee is a 2008 graduate of NTC's nursing program and joined the NTC Board of Trustees in 2013, where she has been an advocate for our students. Today, I am thrilled to announce the NTC Foundation has made a $250 contribution to the NTC Board of Trustees Scholarship in Lee's honor. What a fitting gift for someone who has always been student-focused. Thank you, Lee. I would also like to extend my appreciation to the entire faculty and staff of North Central Technical College. They are responsible for moving the organization forward and are key to our operation and success. Most importantly, they create a learning environment for our students. Will the faculty and staff of NTC in attendance please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and please be seated. It is my honor to further celebrate one of our amazing faculty members as the recipient of the 2022 Robert C. Altman Educational Excellence Award. The Altman Award is presented annually to a faculty member who has been recognized by their students and peers as an outstanding educator and innovative facilitator of learning. It is my honor to recognize this year's recipient, Sarah Watson, Economics and Sociology faculty for NTC's School of Liberal Arts Transfer, Education and General Studies. Sarah, can you please stand? Congratulations. I would like to quote one of your teammates when she talked about your impact on NTC and our students, Sarah. Kim Waltz said, "She just makes me a better person." That was really impactful and has stuck with me. Congratulations again. While today signals an ending, it also provides a new beginning. As students, you have undoubtedly made our campus community better, and now it's your turn to make the world better. Whether you're entering the workforce or transferring to one of our four-year partners or both, I want to encourage you to tell your NTC story, writing your next chapter as you forge your own path. Whatever you do, we know you will be great. Today, we are proud to share the story of our graduates and their success. 785 students will have completed their program and certificate requirements between January and May of this year and will receive their degree. Of those students graduating, 250 are here at today's ceremony. 58% of graduating students this morning are wearing gold cords, signifying graduating with a 3.5 or higher cumulative grade point average. Would students wearing a gold cord please stand and be congratulated? Thank you. You can be seated. NTC is affiliated with Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for two-year colleges. Those students who have earned a 3.5 GPA and have earned 12 credits towards a degree are invited to join. Our chapter has been consistently recognized throughout the region and the nation, and this year we were recognized as a top 100 chapter nationally. Those students who have chosen to be active in NTC's chapter of Phi Theta Kappa have earned the gold stole with the insignia of the organization. Would those inductees graduating this morning and wearing the gold stole please rise? This is a tremendous accomplishment of our graduates, and they deserve a round of applause. Thank you. You can be seated. Today is Armed Forces Day, and I would like to take a moment to extend my appreciation to all United States Armed Forces veterans for their service to our country. Graduates who have served our country are wearing a red, white, and blue cord. Would those students please stand and be recognized? Please stay standing, and would all veterans here today please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service. Please be seated. It is now my privilege to introduce the student speaker for our commencement ceremony this morning. Elizabeth Spoke is graduating from our dental hygiene program and has been named their outstanding graduate. Throughout her time at NTC, she has taken the time to be involved in Phi Theta Kappa and the Dental Hygiene Club and is a valued student worker in student life. Her outgoing personality and positive attitude has helped her to be successful and will continue to serve her well as she begins her career as a dental hygienist. Will Elizabeth please come forward to deliver the student address?
Good morning. First and foremost, I'd like to thank President Dr. Jeannie Warden and the NTC Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff for making sure my fellow graduates and I are able to walk across this stage today. A lot of tears and late night studying have occurred between when we started until now. I would also like to give a thank you to some of my program instructors, Dr. Hiltz, Mrs. Alberts, Ms. Cazell, Mrs. Turner, and our clinic manager, Jen. They put so much effort into making the dental hygiene program here one of the best in the country, and I want to thank them for pushing me to be the best I could be. I also want to thank my parents, Jerry and Kristen, my two younger sisters, Emily and Kaylin, and my fiance, Cooper. Between all of these people, I've always had someone to turn to for a laugh or a shoulder to cry on, and I want them all to know I couldn't have made it here without them. Now, I know for me, I was scared to attend my first day of college back in 2019. I was fresh out of high school and had a fear of never meeting friends. I'm guessing many of you had that same fear, whether straight out of high school or not. I am from Upper Michigan, and I had one person I knew attending NTC at the same time as me, and it was my cousin James, so he was forced to talk to me. But I still had that fear of not finding my place. My plan was to get into the dental hygiene program, and in a quick 3 easy years, I would have a degree and move on with my life. But I quickly lost that fear of not finding my place, and I found myself involved with the school. I became a campus ambassador, got a job working with our student life department here on campus, and eventually became a part of the dental hygiene club. And then it wasn't so easy. Something that starts with a C and ends in an Ovid happened. Now, I don't want to say the actual word because it's been mentioned too much throughout the last 2 years, but it is important to acknowledge what going through and graduating from a college during a pandemic means. We are strong and resilient. And against many odds, we came out on top, and we are here today for the better. Take this time to reflect what has happened to you, good or bad, in the last few years, and what made you grow. Something that really affected me was that my mom was diagnosed with stage 2 triple-negative breast cancer, and yet again, I was filled with fear. But her positivity and strength reminded me that what we get out of life is what we put into it. I've yet to hear a negative comment leave her mouth since starting treatment. She really inspired me to look at life in a new way. There's always greener grass on the other side. And today, I'm happy to announce my mom is in her final treatment of beating breast cancer. Yeah, I'm a crier, so. NTC has challenged me to be a better person, student, peer, and soon after today, a dental hygienist. I'm forever grateful for the memories and friends made here. And if you ever find yourself down, look back to where you were a year ago and see how far you've come and what amazing things you have to look forward to. May each and every one of you go out and do good in the world and make it a better place. If you fear that opportunity won't knock, build your own door. And most importantly, be happy with what you do. I hope you guys love every second of it. Because there is no script to a successful or fulfilling life. There's only you, and you are in charge of writing your life story. I'd like to end with this quote from Ed Helms. Don't be afraid of fear, because it sharpens you, it challenges you, it makes you stronger. And when you run away from fear, you also run away from the opportunity to be your best possible self. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for those words of reflection, and congratulations on your achievement. In her remarks, Elizabeth thanked a number of people in her life that helped her on her journey. You've all had people in your lives as well, whether they were your parents, your grandparents, brothers, sisters, spouses, children, relatives, or friends. They have played a critical role providing counsel, friendship, support, and encouragement during your years of study. I remember watching my own children earn their degrees at NTC and the sense of pride I felt watching them graduate. Graduates, please stand and turn around and applaud your family, friends, and others that have supported you on this journey. Now I would like to introduce one of the individuals Elizabeth mentioned in her remarks, her mother, Kristen. A key support in Elizabeth's life, she will speak to her daughter's decision to choose NTC and how, even as she experienced her own health challenges, she did everything she could to support Elizabeth's success. Please welcome Kristen Spoke, who will deliver our student support reflection.
Good morning. It is such a privilege and an honor to be speaking with you on this very special day. Graduates, this is your moment to shine and reflect on your accomplishments. While it was your hard work and determination that led you here this morning, I am guessing you had people cheering you for your success in the background and offering advice and guidance. As a parent, I was next to my daughter Lissa every step of the way because that's what we parents do. We help guide you in major life decisions. And one of the best decisions you made was to walk through the doors of North Central Technical College and take advantage of the many incredible programs that are offered here. I couldn't be prouder about my daughter Lissa's decision to attend NTC and chase a dream, even though her dream changed. You know, dreams can and do change. You see, at first, she intended to pursue a physical therapy degree, but after much research and conversations with her mom and dad, she realized she did not want to spend 7 years and $150,000 plus in the process. She decided the time and money was not what she was willing to invest in that career, and we totally supported her changing her mind. So a month after she graduated high school, she switched gears and applied to NTC to become a dental hygienist. This was a 3-year investment, and her total tuition in her program amounted to 1 year of tuition at the 4-year university she initially planned to attend. She also started researching starting salaries for physical therapists and dental hygienists, and they were very similar. I remember her saying this is really a no-brainer for her career as she saw real value in this education. Attending here was just the best choice. And I have always taught my daughters that life is full of choices. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can choose how to respond. Factors in your life led you to choosing to attend NTC. And now you are leaving here with real skills you will use to be successful. In other situations, life throws something at us beyond our control, but we still have a choice as to how we react. Because things won't always go as planned, and you have to be able to make adjustments on the go. Those curveballs are going to come at you, and how you react will make all the difference to you and to those you love. My husband Jerry and I retired after 32 years of teaching last June, and we were over the moon excited planning all the fun we would have in our first year of retirement. However, 2 weeks after retiring, I was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer, and that put a brakes on our retirement plans. From the moment I was diagnosed, I had a positivity and determination that this is not going to define me. I never wavered in my positive attitude because being negative was not an option. It's a waste of time, and time is a precious commodity. And all through the year, I was cheering on my daughter as she went through her last year of school, and my middle daughter, Emily, who started her first year at NTC. Nothing was going to get in the way of me supporting my girls, and certainly not cancer. I lived 3.5 hours from Wausau and had chemotherapy here, so I actually got to see my girls much more this year than I would have otherwise. This is what I call a positive. I'm not sure if they thought that was, but I definitely did. And when I finished chemo, I was so hoping I would not be able to be a patient for Lissa, but I had to first get permission from my oncologist. For those that don't know, one of the things dental hygiene students have to do is recruit dental patients so they can demonstrate their clinical skills. I was thrilled when I got clearance to be Lissa's patient last month because it brought me such joy to see her working in her element and doing an amazing job. She really knows her dental stuff. Her teachers taught her well. Finally, I think I can speak for all parents who are here today in saying we are all so proud of our graduates. Even though this is their day, I think we deserve a brief moment of recognition for being by the side of our son or daughter as we are getting ready to send them down the road to their future. Their time at NTC has prepared them, and the future couldn't be in better hands. This has been a moment in the making since the very first time we sent our children to kindergarten. We knew the time would move swiftly, and here we are. Thank you to the staff and instructors of NTC for helping our graduates reach their goals. Graduates, may you work hard and love your work. Bring positivity with you every single day. It will be what keeps you moving forward towards your destiny. Be proud of your accomplishment and remember to thank and even give a hug to those who helped you along the way. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Darren Ackley, and I'm the Vice President for Learning. At this time, I would like to ask all faculty to please stand. Thank you for your passion and dedication to the profession of teaching, and for working with each and every student in a way that assured their success in reaching this educational goal today. As leaders in your respective fields, you bring passion and firsthand knowledge to the classroom. But perhaps more importantly, you bring a genuine care and concern for your students in their ongoing success. Again, thank you for all that you do. You can take your seats. Before I introduce our faculty speaker, I would like to acknowledge a faculty member who sadly is unable to be here today. Darren Wild, a valued welding instructor for 21 years, passed away on April 25th after a brief battle with cancer. As I met with many of Darren's peers after his passing, everyone said what they will remember most about Darren is that he was a great storyteller and could always be counted on to brighten your day. In fact, Darren was one of the first faculty members that I actually talked to when I started my career 14 years ago. He instantly made a connection with me and talked to me like we had been friends for years. Although it was way too short, I am so happy that I got to work with Darren. Darren was also a great instructor. He knew when his students needed a word of encouragement or a little extra push to be motivated. He loved visiting high schools and talking to students about careers in welding. I'm sure there are even some students in the audience here today because of Darren's encouragement and because he probably inspired them along the way. But Darren would not want this day to be a sad day or a day just about him. I'm sure he would want this to be a joyous celebration of all the great accomplishments the graduates have accomplished. In fact, Darren had taken it upon himself to pursue an advanced degree in welding, fabrication, and robotics while he was teaching. In recognition of his hard work and dedication, the college is awarding his degree posthumously. At this time, I would like to welcome Darren's children, Morgan and Tyler, to the stage to accept his diploma. And with that, it's now my privilege to introduce Dr. Michelle Hiltz, who will be presenting the faculty farewell to our graduates. Michelle has been an instructor at NTC since 2002 in both our dental hygienist and our dental assistant programs. She earned her PhD from Marian College in 2014, demonstrating a commitment to lifelong learning. She spends her free time running a hobby beef cattle farm with her husband of 33 years, Deacon Brian, and playing with her 4 grandchildren. Her tenure as a faculty member and strong advocate for our students makes her an ideal person to speak to our graduates. Will Michelle Hiltz please come forward and deliver the faculty farewell?
Thank you, Dr. Ackley, for that kind introduction. I would like to thank Dr. Warden and the Health Division for the opportunity and honored to speak to all of you on behalf of the faculty on this momentous occasion. We're glad you're here. Every one of you has received gifts from the people here today. The faculty members have given you the gift of knowledge. Your parents gave you the gift of life. Friends, classmates, relatives have given you the gift of encouragement. Now, you might have been hoping for a physical, material gift, and maybe some of you will be receiving that later on today. But the gifts I just mentioned are the ones that help us in numerous ways. And they are not the gifts you keep, they are the ones you appreciate and share with others. The more you share these gifts, the more they will grow. These are very special gifts. By sharing encouragement, you could be helping someone through a difficult situation. By sharing the knowledge you have gained here at NTC, either at your new workplace or talking with others, you become a mentor. Others will see how important your profession is and how passionate you are about it and might want to go to school to be just like you. As you work and go through life, you will find you'll be continuing to learn. One of my favorite quotes is from Dr. Jerome Brunning. Learning is a process, not a product. Learning doesn't end here today. It's a continuing path, and knowledge is a gift you keep on receiving. Graduation is a time for reflection, so reflect on the people in your life and what gifts they bestowed on you. Look at these gifts with gratitude. Reflect on your strengths on these gifts and how you can use them to serve others. NTC is a stepping stone, and we want you to return, either by taking continuing education courses so we can bestow even more knowledge on you because we love teaching, or returning as an instructor so you can bestow your knowledge on the new students and be a mentor in your profession. Be grateful for the gifts you received and use your gifts to serve others. In doing so, you will be giving others a great gift. On behalf of all NTC faculty, and congratulations.
Thank you, Michelle, for your remarks and your strong commitment to our students. Graduates, it's the time you've been waiting for. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of North Central Technical College and the state of Wisconsin, I now confer upon each of you the appropriate degree with all the privileges and responsibilities it carries. Congratulations.
Troy Brown, School of Agricultural Sciences, Utilities, and Transportation. Dean Dr. Greg Suweski, Agribusiness. Peyton Banky Weston. Alex Alex Brzezinski, outstanding graduate. Dairy Science, Cassidy Garvey. Victoria Litza, outstanding graduate. Anissa Lishik. Ryan Nemzov. Ryan Williams. Veterinary Science, Olivia Bauman. Jillian Klein. McKenna Dasso, outstanding graduate. Mackenzie Mampy. Haley Nicholson. Aaron Rasmussen. Belana Thompson. Diesel Technology, Dawson Heckendorf. Joseph Johns. Electrical Power Distribution, Dylan Bollinger. David Kelly. Ethan Seitz Parker. Gas Utility Construction and Service, Wyatt Shepke. Logan Weninger, outstanding graduate. Now presenting diplomas for the School of Business, Dean Dr. Randy Brickman, Accounting. Gao Zua Pa Tao, outstanding graduate. Desiree Weissmiller. Accounting Assistant, Laura Posega. Small Business Bookkeeping, La Tao. Raina Jean Pinsonneau. Business Management, Chase Borgart. Jonathan Carroll. Joshua Hallis. Summer Marthaler. outstanding graduate. Amanda Nowak. Deborah Shesso. Gary Wilton. Bookkeeping Technology, Gladys Self. Culinary Arts, Brittany Radke. Digital Marketing, Alexandria Barnico. Mariah Lemmer. Marketing, Chase Ellenbecker, outstanding graduate. Jada Friedenfels. Marketing Social Media, Samantha Newman. Graphic Communication Technologies, Marshall Salette. Chu Zhang. Multimedia and Computer Arts, Wyatt Schilke. Healthcare Business Administration, Mai Zhang. Kristen Yang. Now presenting diplomas, Heather Renzelman. Human Resources, Heather Caruso. Danielle Lepak. Ashley Polsky. Leadership Development, Leah Chapman. Legal Studies, Paralegal, Nicole Grayway. Erin Radke, outstanding graduate. Sign Language Interpreting in Education, Adriana Byrne. Corin Black. Crystal Hamilton. Brianna Patz. Julia Radke. Emily Schneck. Lilianne Tomashik. Melinda Urmansky, outstanding graduate. Kaslyn Weber. Small business entrepreneurship, Courtney Rustin. Video production, Carly Vanda, outstanding graduate. Taryn Davis. Allison Falks. Coy Huntington. Cosmetology, Kayla Balmaceda Harkin. Karina Bleasy. Yuvia Sosa. Jamie Jarneski. Tamara Grau. Alethea Hutchinson. Olivia Hermansky. My New Bang. Young Bang. Megan Wolf. School of Engineering and Advanced Manufacturing, Dean Ian Cameron. Associate Dean Tim Bennett. Architectural Design and Technology, Jamie Fuse. Kayla Garbish. Jackson Grimm. Adam Hahn. Dominic Kraus. Adrian Hull. Gavin Lawless, outstanding graduate. Anna Lorbeski. Nathan Olson. Pedro Sanchez. Dustin Sher. Lauren Steidel. Architectural Technician, Marina Gash. Antoine Chardon. Automotive Technician Isaiah Erosa. Andrew Heinzen. Austin Hoffman, outstanding graduate. Automotive Technician Ethan Young. Now presenting diplomas, Sherry Bunton. Electromechanical Technology, William Bissett. Tristan Carlson. Keaton Jed. Austin Cluck. Justin Leggett. Logan Ludwig. John Lynch, outstanding graduate. Riley Prince. Hunter Schrepfer. Ariana Welch. Mechanical Design, Engineering, Technology, Austin Koken. Applied Mechanical CAD Technician, Kristen Porath. Welding, Fabrication, and Robotics, Tucker Bresky. Abigail Severson. Aiden Smith. Welding, Ivan Cruz. Liliana Doak, outstanding graduate. Wood Science, Sheldon Wade. School of Liberal Arts Transfer Education and General Studies, Dean Dr. Brooke Schindler, Associate Dean Sarah Bartelt. Early Childhood Education, Gracie Hitz. Lisa Menting. Sarah Olson, outstanding graduate. School of Health Sciences, Dean Marlene Roberts, Associate Dean Angela Ressler, Associate Dean Janet Bauman. Julia Anderson. Tabitha Andreski. Nicole Bacoka. Julia Choder. Brooke Foss. Sarah Getzloff. Jordan Higginbotham. Corinne Hutmaker. Taylor Johnson. Rihanna Lyons. Mariah McLeod. Marissa Mopa. Shaylee Neitzel. Sarah Hoji. Catherine Schmidt. Carly Spiegel. Elizabeth Spoke, outstanding graduate. Dental assistant, Bradley Anderson. Lindsay Knapp. Vicky Yang. Medical Laboratory Technician, Andrea Grauer. Shannon Koteski. Bridget Lee. Susanna McElveen. Fernanda Pintor Cuella, outstanding graduate. Dustin Steger. Lydia Stuckey. Now presenting diplomas, Paul Prue. Nursing Associate Degree, Hallie Albrecht. Naomi Angelo. Tammy Baker. Karen Cather. Riley Davis. Brooke Dosher. Dustin Groshek. Rebecca Hillman. Whitney Hoffman. Brianne Gluck. Caitlin Lassa. Angela Morrow, outstanding candidate. Amber Frew. Amber Ruska. Providence Sear. Yusuf Sharif. Shannon Staskowitz. Abigail Tall. Min Fang Utterback. Nursing Assistant, Shelby Robb. Ariana Gierman. Jamie Eigel. Landon Schrader. Radiography, John Butney, outstanding graduate. Carissa Harabi. Julia Michelek. Zoe Pishnetska. Sylvia Roll. Melissa Rubush. Medical Assistant Ashley All. Samantha Jackson. Allison Wolf. Medical Coding Specialist Mary Stoinski, outstanding graduate. Mai Dua Jean. Surgical Technologist Michael Breza. Hannah Davis. Brian Gizar Ortiz.
Yeah, let's go!
Janet Rohde. Curtis Steppert.
That's my brother!
Kaylee Weiler. Anna Wheatley, outstanding graduate. Hope Wheeler. Now presenting diplomas, Lee Lowe. Phlebotomy Technician, Allie Herschel. Megan Marshall. School of Learning Technologies, Executive Dean, Dr. Emily Stuckenbrook. Dean, John DeGroot. Associate Dean, Diane Carroll. Administrative Professional, Melinda Daniels. Ashley Gravine. Sherry Gudnick, outstanding graduate. Suzanne Camplight. Healthcare Receptionist, Mariah Zinkowicz. Medical Office Specialist, Michaela Christensen. Heather Drollshagen. Lisbeth Oldwin Cano. IT Computer Support Specialist, Juliana Bautman. Markel Hackney, outstanding graduate. Matthew Lemmer. Trista Malakar. IT Mobile Application Developer, C. Tao. IT Software Developer, Jared Olson, outstanding graduate. Benjamin Tabor. Sunny Tao. School of Public Safety and Community Services, Dean Shane Heilman. Associate Dean Paul Strelo. Criminal Justice Studies, Lauren Hurd. Luke Lowitz. Riley Bushka Heck. Noemi Fuentes. Katie Kreklow. Autumn Schneider. Emergency Medical Technician, Madison Clement. Human Services Associate, Stephanie Burney. Elizabeth Cachu Castro. Carly Joao. Rachel Kevin. McKenna Krause. Alyssa Ports. Madeline Wimmer. Cheng-Yin Zhang. Human Services Assistant, Megan Boss. Amanda Duncan. Celine Konetsky, outstanding graduate. Jacqueline White. Substance Use Disorder Counseling, Tiffany Blake. Eric Bottomby. Kaylee Lockhart, outstanding graduate. Slewicki. Substance Abuse Counselor Education, Amy Fromm, outstanding graduate. Cassandra Morton.
Will all the graduates please rise? As graduates of North Central Technical College, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the class of May 2022. You may be seated. I want to welcome you as new alumni of NTC. We want you to stay connected with the college, and we're here to help you both professionally and personally. I encourage you to make NTC your first step in learning, not your last. In closing, I wish to thank all the graduates, staff, family, and friends of the graduates for attending this truly memorable college event. In addition, I would like to thank everyone at the college that planned and made this event successful. Let's give them a round of applause. As a reminder, faculty will be available to greet graduates after the ceremony in the dedicated areas of the field house and commons. Please look for your program's school banner. Staff will also be available to guide you. I ask that guests remain seated until the recessional has finished. I declare this May 2022 North Central Technical College commencement ceremony to be adjourned. Sean, hit the celebration music.